For the Regional Development Council too, the year 2017 had been a busy yet very prolific year for its leaders and members as it is marked by numerous significant accomplishments. It is also a historic year for the RDC as it welcomed a new chairperson and co-chairperson after 6 years of having none. Quirino Provincial Governor Juni E. Kua took his oath of office as the new RDC chairperson on March 17, 2017 in Cabarogis, Quirino. Governor Kua's zeal and steadfast commitment to his new role as RDC chairperson has enabled the council to soar to new heights and achieve much more in 2017 in terms of steering the development of the region towards the right direction. Before the year ended, Dr. Cecilia M.D., one of the RDC's private sector representatives, was appointed in December as the council's co-chairperson. As 2017 was also a planning year, the RDC and its sectoral and support committees labored to successfully complete two important planning documents under the Council's major final output on plan and policy formulation and social marketing and advocacy. These documents complement the Philippine Development Plan for 2017 to 2022. These are the Regional Development Plan or RDP and the Regional Development Investment Program or RDIP for the same period. The RDP serves as a framework and guide in setting the direction for the region's socio-economic development. On January 26, the RDP was approved and adopted by the RDC. Sectoral workshops and consultations on the results matrices of the RDP were also successfully conducted in 2017. The RDIP is the accompanying document of the RDP. It contains the regional priority programs and projects which translate the overall goals and sectoral outcomes expressed in the RDP's results matrices. Workshops with regional line agencies and local government units were conducted during the third quarter of 2017 to complete the RDIP. Both the RDP and the RDIP are anchored on President Duterte's 0+10-point socio-economic agenda, on the 2030 Sustainable Development Goals, and on the country's long-term vision called Ambisyon Natin 2040 for a matatag, maginhawa at panatag na buhay para sa lahat. To promote the PDP and the RDP as well as the Ambisyon Natin 2040, the RDC conducted a regional roadshow through a motorcade around the city on July 26, which culminated in a regional forum. 31 regional line agencies and local government units joined the long line of vehicles during the motorcade, while a total of 265 individuals from government agencies, local government units, higher education institutions, private sector organizations, and the media attended the regional forum. As part of the advocacy activities for the Ambisyon and the PDP and the RDP, some of the members of the RDC Secretariat presented these important plans to various events of the Council's member agencies and other development partners. Under the same function, the RDC conducted the 5th Annual Planners Convention on September 20 to 22 in Santiago City, Isabela. It was also the Council's celebration of its 45th founding anniversary. This year, the Planners Convention was conducted in collaboration with the Climate Change Commission with the theme Accessing the People's Survival Fund and Project Rebuild. Meanwhile, as part of its social marketing and advocacy arm, the RDC produced and released 3 issues of the Linkage, the official newsletter of the Council. These were distributed during the RDC's regular meetings and other activities. News and feature articles were also constantly uploaded in the RDC website. In addition, the RDC also successfully completed its economic reports, which include the quarterly and annual regional economic situationers and the annual regional development report for 2016. Another important document that was started in 2017 was the updated Regional Research and Development Agenda. The criteria for the prioritization of researches have been finalized and 54 research proposals have been selected as priority researches. For its mandate of resolving development issues and concerns, the RDC in 2017 approved and endorsed a total of 57 Council resolutions, including the 17 resolutions passed by the Executive Committee in March. Through its Technical Secretariat, the RDC also shared its important inputs in various proposed policies, plans, and legislations, including the proposal for fuel subsidy for rice farmers, on provincial development plans, on the improvement of the taxation power of local government units, and on migration, among others. For the major final output on project development and investment programming and promotion, the RDC facilitated the approval of the proposed budgets of 17 regional line agencies for fiscal year 2018. This was after the budget proposals were deliberated during the Regional Budget Review and Consultation conducted on March 22 to 23. The same proposals for the 2018 budgets of the 17 regional line agencies were subsequently endorsed by the RDC Advisory Committee during its meeting on May 30 at the Batasan Complex in Quezon City. Almost all the 10 Congress representatives of the Cagayan Valley region attended the meeting and expressed their support to the RDC's initiatives. Under this same MFO, the RDC also reviews and evaluates big-ticket development projects which shall be submitted to the Investment Coordination Committee of the NEDA Board, whose chairperson is none other than the President of the Philippines. In 2017, 2 such projects were reviewed and evaluated: the revised feasibility study on the Tumawini River Multipurpose Project and the Chico River Pump Irrigation Project before they were endorsed to the ICC. Under its task of monitoring and evaluating regional development plans, programs, projects, and activities, the RDC in 2017 conducted 3 field monitoring visits and 5 problem-solving sessions through the Regional Project Monitoring Committee or RPMC. The RPMC conducted its first field monitoring visit for the year on March 16 to 2 sections of the Flood Risk Management Project for Cagayan River, at the Katagaman section in Tuguegarao City and at the Alibago section in Enrile. For the second quarter, the team visited the Namabalan section of the same project in Tuguegarao City and the Pasa Small Reservoir Irrigation Project in Ilagan City, Isabela. This time, they were joined by the chair of the National Project Monitoring Committee and NEDA Undersecretary for Regional Development, Undersecretary Adoracion M. Navarro. The field monitoring visit for the third quarter was conducted at 3 project sites in Lasam, Cagayan, and in Malig, Isabela, which have incurred negative slippages in their implementation. Meanwhile, the 5 problem-solving sessions were facilitated by the RPMC to address issues on the implementation of 5 projects that were encountering delays. Aside from these, regular monthly and quarterly table monitoring of 36 major programs and projects implemented in the region were also conducted year-round based on the accomplishment reports submitted by the various project implementing agencies. These reports are then consolidated in the Regional Project Monitoring and Evaluation System report, which is produced quarterly. 4 issues of the RPMS report were released in 2017 and were distributed to local government units, to the Region 2 Congress representatives, and to all other stakeholders. The Council also worked on the project on implementing the Industry Cluster Plan for regional priority industries. In 2017, the priority industries have been selected and adopted, and the interagency cluster teams have been created. Focus group discussions were also conducted with private enterprises and government enablers, and the implementation of the 2017 cluster and action plans has commenced. The Council has also been very strongly advocating for volunteerism in the region. In 2017, a regional forum on volunteerism was held in the month of August, wherein the Council's development partners from all sectors of society shared their inputs and insights on the value of volunteerism, as a complementary cost-effective strategy in implementing priority development programs and projects. Under the Council's internal operations, its major mandate is to convene its members, both regular and the special non-voting member agencies, every quarter to deliberate on various development concerns across all sectors of society. For 2017, the full Council convened for 4 times and successfully passed a total of 40 Council resolutions that addressed concerns such as the implementation of development plans, the continuing development of the Regional Government Center, the approval of project proposals and infrastructure-related initiatives, and the Council's membership. The Council's sectoral committees had their hands full as well, with their quarterly meetings, technical working group gatherings, and other equally important undertakings. The 7 support committees of the RDC also kept themselves busy and addressed various issues and endorsed the appropriate committee resolutions to the full Council for final approval. Of the 62 members of the RDC today, 12 individuals come from different private organizations and represent various sectors. In 2017, these private sector representatives of the RDC showed their commitment to their responsibilities as members of the Council by participating in both local and national PSR events. Almost all of them attended the 8th PSR National Convention held in the province of Bohol in June. Prior to this, the PSRs convened in February to discuss and present their individual flagship projects for the year. By December, the following projects saw progress. The proposal to address the issue on overloading of trucks transporting agricultural goods in and out of the region was constantly pushed by PSR Dr. Charles Lim. This was discussed during meetings of the Economic Development Committee, and the various resolutions passed by the committee have been subsequently endorsed by the RDC. On the proposal for addressing the issue on the distribution or proliferation of the supply of non-certified seeds in Region 2, PSR Engineer Romeo Vasquez has presented and discussed this project during the Regional Agricultural and Fishery Council meeting on September 4. It is also slated to be deliberated in the EDC. On the development of the tourism industry in the region, PSR Dr. Cecilia M.D. spearheaded the conduct of the Tourism Investment Forum Cagayan Valley Tourism Council General Assembly held on September 21 in Cabarroquis, Quirino. Finally, on the establishment of OFW assistance centers or help desks in LGUs, PSR Cristina Reyes presented this proposal during the meeting of the Social Development Committee on December 14. The RDC also oversees the development of the Regional Government Center in Carig Sur, Tuguegarao City, which is now home to more than 50 agency locators. 2 new agencies were also awarded their own lots at the center, while 3 other agencies have been granted their request for extension of their Memorandum of Agreement covering their lots at the RGC, while they are still working out the construction of their offices. Behind all these accomplishments, the Regional Development Council 2 is backed by full-service facilities that help make work easier for the RDC. In 2017, the guest house, gym, and common parking areas at the NEDA RDC2 building were in full operation. The facilities and infrastructure that were damaged during the onslaught of consecutive typhoons that visited the region in late 2016 have also been repaired or rehabilitated. All in all, the achievements of the Cagayan Valley Regional Development Council for the year 2017 are characterized by the presence of a strong leadership and solid teamwork among the members of the Council. This kind of fruitful environment makes work easy for the Council as everybody moves toward the same direction in terms of steering and overseeing the development of the Cagayan Valley region.